I forgot that I had this on. That's it. All right. All right, listen, you got, starting at 5:44, we have 4 25-minute stations. When you leave this station, just go around the outside that way to that far field over there, right? And that, there we go, 5:44. We have double play drills, okay? So what we're gonna focus on is not so much speed in the beginning, but proper footwork, proper throws. We have 2 first basemen here. Good, you guys are gonna get a lot of reps here. So what we're gonna start with is 2 first basemen will be over there. We're gonna have a line at second and a line at shortstop. Okay, and we're strictly going to work on second to short to first double plays, short to second to first double plays. First base, take it amongst yourself to rotate in and out. You'll see by the speed of it, you're probably not going to be able to do it every rep, right? So give me whoever's a shortstop. Hey, here's how this is going to look, right? The first second baseman, what's your name? Audrey, come over here. First second baseman, you're going to start right about here, 1 step off. Right, we're going to roll a ball to the shortstop. You are simply going to work on 1 step, right? Here, as you catch, we're going to step back out of the base path for a sliding runner. You're going to make the throw to first base. You are going to go back in your line. After you get a ball and throw it to her, you are going to work your way this way, right? And you're going to be 1 step off here. We're going to roll 1 to second. You're going to work on that 1 step, right? You're going to come through. You're going to catch. As you're there with your full momentum going, you're going to throw it to first base. You're going to get back in your shortstop line. It'll be very slow in the beginning, and as we get it down, we're going to go a little bit faster. Sound good? Confused right now? Second baseman, work on 1 thing. Work on your left foot on the bag. Catch, out of the baseline, throw. I held up because you weren't looking, right? That's all you work on, that 1 thing. Here, out of the baseline, throw. Shortstops, you work on timing that throw. So you catch here, right through, and throw. That's it. Good? Yep. Autumn, work your way here. There you go. Nope, stay there. You're good. Reset, Lily Mae, reset your momentum. Hey, really focus on footwork. If I'm a shortstop, start timing up, catching that as you're stepping on it so you have your momentum going. Good. First baseman, work on your stretching. Good. Right, and never stretch too early because if that throw is high, she's going to bring you more up the middle. Right, so now they're all going to be underhand tosses. Now, if I'm second, I'm going to work this way, and I'm giving my shortstop a toss. Shortstop, you're going to work this way. You're giving her a toss that she can handle. Good footwork, Ellen. First baseman, step off the bag. Second base, cheat down a little bit. The whole line, cheat down. You're going to be covering first here. This is going to be ground balls to first base. Right? What is your footwork when it's a ground ball to you, turn and double play? Okay, I want you to try this one. Right? You field here. I want you to step here, plant, and throw. Let's take 1 step out of the equation. If I field here, right, I'm 1, 2, 3, throw. If I field here, I'm 1, throw, and now I'm out of the baseline, and they're going to cover for you, right? So let's turn our back to the play. One last step will give you some more accurate throws. Spin it. So field, step, so my back's to home plate, and throw. Yeah. Yep, give it a shot. Practice, let's try it. Ross is killing it. She's throwing BBs out there. Good job, kid. There you go, right? That was it. That was it, and that throw was right on the money. All right, now, right, little different footwork than fielding a ground ball and going to first because we don't have to turn our body. You are simply fielding right here, right? I'm looking right at second base, so I'm lateral steps this way, hitting our second baseman, same footwork on second, and then you're going to first. Right, now we're getting you a little work here at third. We're getting a hot corner some work. Tied up, good. So what we don't want to do is field and turn our whole chest to be facing second. We want to turn and shuffle step this way. Second base, 6, 16, 24, good, we got about 30 seconds. Hey, that's a lot of reps. Look at that. That's a lot of reps in 25 minutes, right? Good work. Again, always focus on the footwork. Speed will come. Focus on the fundamentals first. Very, very important. Good job. You're going around this way to that field. Peace. Have fun.
That's fine. Hey, we're going to start small and end big, okay? First thing we're going to do is high knees. I don't care how quickly you do it. It needs to be intense. I want to see intensity. I want to see knees up and down like a piston. This is not a race, okay? So you guys are going to start when I say go and end right at the top of the key right there, okay? Oh, wait. You're good. You're good. Take your time. We're going to start taking baby steps. Ready? Go. Quick, 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 quick. Hey, everything, the next 22 minutes, everything is with speed and intensity. That's the only thing that I'm asking for, okay? Speed, intensity, and effort. Shuffle. Everyone's going to face that way. We're going to shuffle down. Ready? Go. Drop your center. We're going to face the back. We're going to back pedal. Everything we're doing is going to be in every drill we do after this. Hey, last one. I need 3 explosive lateral jumps, right? 1, 2, 3, and then take off. Focus on exploding, not standing up, and going laterally. We're moving laterally. Ready? Okay. Everything is going to build off the last, okay? So a bunch of what we just did is going to be in this drill. And then at the end, we're going to have a little bit of a competition to see who's the fastest, okay? So what we're going to do, you're going to go from this cone. We're going to sprint to that one, face the wall, side shuffle that way. You get to that cone, back pedal, and then you're going to side shuffle here, and this is where you're going to end. Ari's going to do a demonstration for her first turn, okay? All I'm going to do, I'm going to simulate the throwing of a pitch, okay? So when we get up, when we're taking our lead off of first, we're rocking and exploding, right? So that's what I want you to do right here. I want you to rock off of this, simulate that it's a bag, and explode into the drill. I'm going to go like this, and when I clap is going to be the pitch coming out of the pitcher's hand. Mm-hmm. Lower, 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 right? Ready? Good job. Ready? There we go. I like that intensity. Is it important when we're taking our lead from first base? Is it important that our lead and when we're stealing looks the same? Yes, right? Why is that? Right. We want the other team to think that we're stealing every single time we come off the bag. That way, there's no way to be able to tell if we're just taking a lead or if we're stealing, right? Everything needs to look the same. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to say off, I'm going to take a good lead, and I want you to dive back, okay? And then go to the end of the line. Off, back, and it's quick, explode, go. No extra movements here. They're not, hey, the other team's not going to give us extra time, right? Off, back. Bring it in real quick. When you guys leave here, you're going to be going through those blue doors to the other stations over there, okay? Hey, great job today. It brings a big smile to my face to see so many young girls in our program. You guys are the future of the program, okay? So there's a lot of eyes on you, all right? And I think you're probably up to the task. You seem like you're really squared away and you're having a good time. So keep having fun, work hard, show these girls a thing or two, and do your thing, okay? All right, you guys are all set. Grab your stuff. We're done.
All right, so take gloves off. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing, okay, is we're going to be working forehand, okay, ground ball. So we're going to start on our knees. We're going to start without our gloves on, okay. So right, you guys get down and demonstrate a little bit, right? So when we're taking a ground ball, right, good wide base, hinge at the hips, okay? We're gonna field that ball out in front of us. All right, so we wanna make sure we're not back here in between our legs, okay? We wanna be out front. Try to be on our glove side if we can, okay? But we're gonna work here, same thing, right? Good hip hinge. All right, we're gonna have our hand set out in front. We're gonna pick up the ball in our throwing hand, okay? So everybody facing this way. You guys can look this way, but we'll face the other way in a minute, right? Okay, all right, we're gonna drop that ball in front of us. Wait, everybody watch, okay? All right, we're gonna drop the ball in front of us, and we're gonna work on scooping through that ball, okay? Right, so we don't wanna just grab the ball and then put our arm up, right? We wanna scoop through that ball, watch that ball. Okay, so we're working forehand right now, out front, hands at the hips, right? We don't make sure we're not bending at the back this way here, right? Good flat back, out front, scoop through. All right, everybody facing this way so we can all watch. So you're getting your hand on there and you're just kind of catching the ball like this, right? When we get a ground ball, right, we have the ball, we have our glove out, right? Our palm is forward, okay? So same thing, right? When we drop this ball, our palm is forward and then we're just grabbing the ball on the way by. So, right, we're moving forward or we're moving through the ball. Does that make sense? Instead of just dropping and picking up like this, we're here and going forward through the ball like that. Okay, so right, same thing now, okay, for our backhand, okay? When we work our backhand, right, we have the ball here. We want to scoop through the ball and drive our elbow up. Okay, so you can just start with the ball on the ground like this. Here, I want you scooping through the ball and drive your elbow up. Here, okay? So that makes us, right, a lot of times when we practice our backhand, we have a tendency to go, boom, we just try to grab the ball. The ball's coming and we just try to jab down at it. We want to be able to work through the ball, okay? So even if we don't catch it in our glove, right, we're going to keep that ball in front of us. Okay, so here, work that, okay, and get that elbow up in the air. So we're not going to do a drop yet. So we're going to do about 10 or 12 of these, okay? Ball on the ground, scoop through it, drive your elbow up to the side. So right, work with your partner here. Actually, I'll use Lee as a demo, right? So we're going to work the same thing now, right? We're going to be nice and low, okay, right? Hey, good stance, ladies, good infield stance, right? We're up on our toes, okay? Drop our hips, right? We don't want to, right? We don't want to bow our back and bend this way and keep our hips up, right? Drop your hips, drop your bum low, right here on our toes, okay? Facing our partner. And getting that ball out front. Okay, same thing, right? Getting that ball out front. Good. Here, that ball out front. Okay, here we go. Good. Okay, but as that ball's coming to you, right, we're going to step with our right foot. And then when we're stepping our left, we want our left foot to be hitting the ground as we're fielding that ball. So right about here, we should be rolling into our glove, right? So we're going to be here, 1, 2, right? And as our left foot hits, boom, boom, that's where we want the ball, okay? So it's not going to be perfect every time, but work on that footwork, right? Keep your feet moving, move to the ball, and get that scoop through the ball. That's it. Nice work. Stay low. Good job. Turn your glove. Good work. Nice job. Right, I know this is a little bit slower, okay, at the beginning, right, working mechanics, but like I said over here, okay, right, that's like for all of you guys who are looking to play softball for a long time and keep jumping up the levels, right, practice is the minimum, right, showing up for your practice, like that's the least you can do, right, that's the least amount of work you can do. So drills like that, drills like we worked over there, okay, that's stuff you can do on your own. We talked about the last group, right, if you practice for 5 minutes a day, okay, everybody has 5 minutes in the day, right? Doing something like that, okay, that's half an hour a week, and more than half an hour a week, okay, that's 30 hours a year. It's 30 extra hours of practice a year if you practice 5 minutes a day. So if you do something like that, right, here, 5 minutes a day, forehand, backhand, that's a lot of extra time.
So, when we're going to first base, what are our 3 options? Going through, making the turn, going to. Those are our 3 options. Making the turn and going the 2 look exactly the same. If they don't look the same, you're giving up a bag that you could otherwise possibly get. Not every time, but if you don't run like you're going to second, then you're not ever going to get there when they give you that extra base. Okay? When we make this turn, you should mentally believe already that you're going to second base. This has to be your mindset. I'm going to 2, I'm going to 2, I'm going to 2. You make that turn, and why don't you go to 2? They stop you. You don't stop yourself, they stop you. You make the turn, and you find the ball. Why don't you go back to 1? Create chaos. You don't know if they're going to make a mistake. Your breaking it down was based on them making a play. If that ball gets thrown in and it gets past the second baseman, you have to be out there ready to go to 2. Take advantage of the mistake. If you come out here and you break it down and you do this, you have no idea what's going on behind you. And there's no reason to be back here. You can only go back here when you have to. That's all you have to go for. Stay out here until you have to go back. There's no fear there. You're accelerating through the turn to the front inside corner of that bag. That's your target. Front inside corner of that bag. You want to be able to make this turn at full speed, which means that you don't go straight and then turn, and you don't go way out here and then correct back, okay? Your entry angle is something you have to figure out for yourself because everybody's different. Everybody's has different speed, right? And different abilities. So your entry angle is your entry angle, but you don't know what it is until you train it. And you train it over and over and over and figure it out until you can do it every single time and not make a mistake, okay? Because you have to get to that point where when you make this turn, that curve is a perfect line into second without any adjustments, okay? Go. 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 Ready? Go. 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 I would say maybe 30%. I felt like I could believe you were going to second base. Maybe 30%. If you're taking a lead and you're doing this and your second step is this, you're not going to second base. Nobody goes to second base doing this, right? Not if you want to be safe. So don't come off the bag and make your second step this, because it's not going to fool anybody. Come off hard, going here, break it down, and turn, stay in your legs. Get ready to jump back, because that's going to be a quick play. Pitch happens, throw happens, you got to be ready to go.